Hi, everyone. Welcome to the other Tony Bennett Presents. Yes, this is episode number 11. I thank all my crew for their assistance in getting me here. I couldn't have did it without y'all, and it's a blessing to have y'all and up to this day still be with y'all, and I thank y'all for that. It means a lot to me, very much. And welcome everyone to episode 11. Just to let you know, this show is about the entertainment business, about artists, musicians, comedians, DJs, actors, the like, anyone in the entertainment field. This is a platform to display your music and your talent and get yourself out there on a platform to better your career. So I want to start the show at episode 11 to bring to you a special guest. He's one of our own at Philly Gam, and he's also a producer of a show that just recently started. I want to bring to the stage a friend of mine, Mr. Tim Marshall. How you doing today, sir?
How you doing, Tony?
All right, everything's great. It's good to have you.
You as well. Thank
Definitely.
you for the invitation to come down here today.
Definitely, it's my pleasure.
Well, I want to congratulate you on your show, the other
Thank
Tony
you.
Bennett show.
Thank you very much.
And what you're doing for Philadelphia.
I really
appreciate you.
I really appreciate that. And you want to know something? The people that been behind me, man, it's like I love these cats. You know, I mean, like they family to me, and you as well.
Thank you.
Just to let you know, I was on your show. I got a chance to be a videographer on your show. And I was amazed at the talent that you had on there. So, I want you to introduce yourself to Philadelphia for those who may not know you. You know, I know that you're known in the area, but there may be people that want you to introduce yourself as well as the show and that you're doing and what's up and coming.
Well, thank you very much. First of all, thank you for allowing me to come on your show.
It's my pleasure.
Tim Marshall. I host a show called R&B Showcase. I do a radio show actually on 106.5 right here in the heart and soul of Philadelphia. We come your way on Sunday afternoons from 6 to 8, and we feature the best in classic to contemporary R&B, Motown, pop, soul, jazz, and blues. We have featured artists. We have special guests. We take you behind the scenes with the music industry and get some of the backstories on the artists. And we don't just have recording artists. We have some of the producers and some of the people that help make the music.
Beautiful.
We deal with a lot of the original artists, a lot of the legendary acts, as well as some of the up-and-coming artists that are new on the scene that want to get their music played and want to kind of break into the industry. So we try to give them exposure as well.
Excellent.
So that's our radio show.
Yes.
Sunday afternoon, 6 to 8.
Yes.
On this great radio station, WPPM LP Philadelphia, People Powered Media.
And give them the name of the radio show so they'll know what it is.
The radio show is called R&B Showcase Radio Show.
Okay, so take that down, everyone. It's very important.
And then the television show airs on Comcast and Verizon on Thursday nights at 10 o'clock, and that is called R&B Showcase Live. And it's basically, some of the same artists will come on the show, the television show. We try to give exposure ever we're able to break off. We have some rock artists come on.
Beautiful.
We had the Dead Flowers. It was a great
crossover
rock band in the Philadelphia area.
I like that.
And we've had Kyle Mack was on our show recently, and he's working with Otis Williams, who's the last surviving original founding member of the Temptations. Y'all remember the Temptations?
Yes.
Papa was a Rolling Stone, ain't too proud to beg, my girl.
That's right.
Yes, and they got a play on Broadway right now and doing very well. But Otis has a record label.
Wow.
And Kyle was a guest on our show. We've had Justice Norwood, who's an up-and-coming R&B singer, a neo-soul artist. And we're having some more artists on the show in the weeks to come. But we're trying to give exposure to some of the artists from the tri-state area, Delaware Valley area, and give them a chance to come on and present their music and to the industry, to the world.
Excellent.
Trying to get it out there.
And it's a gift and a value to have that type of platform, to expand on what we're trying to do, Tim. Like me and you alike, we're trying to get Philadelphia back on the map in the entertainment industry, and what you have as a platform is very, very huge, and I commend you on what you're doing. Is there anything that you would like to say to the people to end this segment?
Well, Philadelphia has a rich history for music, with Kenny Gamble, Leon Huff, the sound of Philadelphia, Cameo, Parkway Records, and some of the artists, the Times back in the day, and all those artists. So we have that rich history, and that foundation is already here. And we wanted to expand on that and keep it going.
Yes, exactly.
Especially the legacy of Philadelphia, keeping that going, plus the up-and-coming and new talent and independent artists that are trying to break out. we're giving them a platform as well, and that's really what it is that we're doing.
And I agree, and I commend you on that. That's very, very important because we have no record labels here. We have no music publishers. You cannot have an industry without distribution. There are no distributors out there. Everybody's downloading things online, digital downloads, and I talked about that on my show here and there as well. And you do agree Philadelphia needs to climb back to the top of its prominence, right?
Well, I will say that the industry has changed a lot over the years. You know, of course, a lot of social networking and all those kind of things is the way to get the music out. It's not so traditional like it used to be with the breakout in this market, Philadelphia market, and different markets and then expand. It's kind of like all in one time.
Yes.
The record labels are looking for you to already have finished product.
Exactly.
And ready to go. So it's just done differently today.
And no more advances.
But, if we can do our part to get the artists out there and give them the exposure they need, give them that platform like coming on the other Tony Bennett show, and we can do that. That's what we're trying to do, and that's what it's all about.
And I want to tell you, we all appreciate you, and I thank you for being on the 11th episode of the other Tony Bennett Presents, and we're going to do great things moving forward, brother.
I wish you many, many more. Tony, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Much success to you.
Thank you very much.
Right.
I appreciate you.
Right. Thank you.
Tim Marshall, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks.
Welcome back to the other Tony Bennett Presents, episode 11. This is a parody song by Mr. Frank Sinatra called 3 Coins in a Fountain. Take it away. Three coins in a fountain, each one seeking happiness, thrown by 3 hopeful lovers. Which one will the fountain bless? 3 hearts in a fountain, each heart longing for its home. There they lie in the fountain, somewhere in the heart of Rome. Which one will the fountain bless? Which one will the fountain bless? 3 coins in a fountain, through the ripples how they shine. Just one wish will be granted, one heart will wear a valentine. Make it mine, make it mine, make it mine. Three coins in a fountain, through the ripples how they shine. And just one wish will be granted, one heart will wear a valentine. Make it mine, make it mine. Make it mine. Thank you. That's Mr. Frank Sinatra, ladies and gentlemen. The next song I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is a classic parody by Lana Richie and the Commodores called 3 Times a Lady, and I hope you enjoy it. This is The Other Tony Bennett Presents, episode 11. Thanks for the times that you given me, the memories all in my mind. And now that we've come to the end of our rainbow, there's something I must say out loud. Yes, you once, twice, 3 times later, and I love you. Yes, I do. Say it once, twice, 3 times later, and I love you. Yeah, I love you. When we are together, the moments I cherish with every beat of my heart. To touch you, to hold you, to feel you, to need you. There's nothing to keep us apart. You once, twice, 3 times later, and I love you. I love you. Thank you. That is Mr. Lana Richie, ladies and gentlemen, and the Commodores parody. The next song I want to do on this episode 11 is a classic called 1 in a Million by Mr. Larry Graham. This is also a parody. It's a song you can dance to, ladies and gentlemen, taking you back with the throwbacks. Love had played his games on me so long, I started to believe I'd never find anyone. When doubt had tried to convince me to give in, said you can't win. But one day the sun came a-shining through. The rain had stopped and the skies were blue. And oh, what a revelation to see. Someone was saying, I love you, Tony. Oh, one in a million chance of a lifetime. And life show compassion and send to me a stroke of love called you. A one in a million you. I was a lonely man with empty arms to fill. And then I found a piece of happiness to call my own. And life is worth living again. For to love you to me is to live. A one in a million chance of a lifetime. And life show compassion and send to me a stroke of love called you. A one in a million you. A one in a million chance of a lifetime. And life show compassion and send to me a stroke of love called you. A one in a million you. A one in a million you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was Mr. Larry Graham, One in a Million You. Welcome back to the other Tony Bennett Presents. This is the final song of this segment. It's called Lovely Day, Mr. Bill Withers parody, and also a tribute. Yeah, this is a song you can dance off of with the bass line, ladies and gentlemen. When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and when something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind, then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. I just wanna look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, lovely day, a lovely day, 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 lovely day. When the day that lies ahead of me seems impossible to face, and when someone else instead of me always seems to know the way, then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. I just wanna look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day. right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other Tony Bennett Presents. This is episode 11. I'm going to do a comedy skit for y'all. I'm not a professional, but I'm going to do my best, and I hope y'all enjoy it. You know, I started hanging in white neighborhoods lately, you know. I got to get out the hood, you know, too much depression. I get depressed in the city, you know. So I go to Lower Marion, you know, on the golf course. You know, I was on the golf course the other day. I had two of my best balls out there. I stepped on a rake. You know, I don't know what's going on out here in this world, but you know, you got people, they shuffling the black people out to the suburbs and they moving the people into the city. So now you can get a apartment, anything you want, Bala Kenwood, you know, you want a curfew, but you can go to the suburbs. I don't understand that. We still got gentrification going on. Now what I don't understand is that you got these one-stop shops. That always amazed me. What the hell's a one-stop shop? You mean, so if I'm going to get a suit from a store, so I go into the Market Street. I say, listen, man, give me 2 suits, you know. I want a nice fit and everything, you know. So I'm at the register checking out. I said, okay, that's everything. He said, look, why you here? You know, if you're interested, in the back, we sell steaks. No. You sell me suits, not meat, you know. I do not want to buy my butchery from the place that they make my suits at. No, that's what you do. You sell suits, and that's what I'm coming here for. You know, then you want to sell me some sunglasses. No, I'll go get some sunglasses from the kid on 11th and Market. I don't need you for that, you know? So these one-stop shops just get me. It sounds like hoagies. Now, that's a different story. You're talking about food. We can do one-stop shop. Now, I don't understand, you know, what's going on out here in this world. You got a bunch of famous people walking through here. You know, I was walking down the street the other day. Matter of fact, I went into a hotel bathroom. You know, you never know who you see in the stalls. You'd be surprised, you know? So I seen a couple people, so I got down, looked under. I said, man, this bathroom is packed. I said, damn, I can't even use the bathroom. I said, look, that look like Kurt Franklin and Star Number One. I said, Kurt, is that you? He said, oh, hallelujah. We a family in the name of Jesus, and that's the reason why we sing. I said, God damn, Kurt Franklin in town. So I go to the next stall. I said, is that Louis Armstrong? I said, Louis. He didn't answer. I said, Louis, you all right? He said, I see trees are green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. So I say to myself. Then he flushed the toilet. Then he said, what a wonderful world. So it must have been Satchmo. I mean, I didn't know all these celebrities in town. So the final stall I go to, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe my eyes. It looked like Tone Loc. So I said, nah, that can't be Tone Loc. I said, Tone, how you doing? He said, I'm busy right now. I said, Tone, can I talk to you for a minute? So the toilet flushed. I said, nah, that ain't Tone Loc. So I said, Tone, if that's you, then make a sound. He said, So I guess we was dealing with Tone Loc there. I mean, I always liked them old singers back in the day, y'all. You know, like Hall & Oates. You know, Philly's finest artists, you know. You had like Hall & Oates to come on the stage and then say something like, don't want to play on a team anymore. It seems like I don't take time out anymore. Oh, baby, I can feel your touch. Yeah. See, Daryl Hall gave that voice. That was real music right there. You can't find that no more. You know, you go listen to little Russell Tompkins stylistics. You know, you pop on it. You know, have your lady over. You put on it. There's a spark of magic in your eyes, and candy rain appears each time you smile. Never thought that miracles came true. See, that was real music right there, you know. I just want to end this comedy skit saying that, you know, there's certain people that shouldn't wear sandals, flip-flops, you know. Flip-flops were made for people with nice feet, you know. Now, I'm not a particular guy that likes to wear flip-flops, but I seen this lady walking down the street the other day, look like she'd been kicking flour bags, you know? So some people should not be wearing sandals, you know? You got to get the hammer toe surgery, whatever. I'm not a flip-flop guy, but if you're coming down the street with ashy feet, ashy skin, either put some lotion on them or get rid of the flip-flops and the sandals, especially on the beach. How could you walk bare feet with ashy feet? That's my time, everyone. I thank you for watching my comedy skit. This is the Other Tony Bennett Presents, episode 11. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Other Tony Bennett Presents. This is one of my favorite segments. It's called the Entertainment Law segment, or also called The Law. So take notes, take heed, and take advice. This is free legal advice. I was trained and taught by a famous entertainment lawyer out of Philadelphia, Mr. Bernie Resnick, and also I'm out of the Art Institute of Philadelphia. Now, let's talk about entertainment law. They have these new contracts in the industry called 360 agreements. Now, you ask yourself, what is that? Sounds like a circle when you first listen to it. A 360 agreement means they came up with a way to dig into your proceeds and your royalties from one entity because of the loss of album sales, because there are no CDs in the store no more. There isn't a physical product in the industry. So therefore, how could you have an industry with no product? The digital downloads, how could you take a product that's retailed at $17.99 and depend on that product and then come up with a digital download for 99 cents? You're giving me the option to buy a song off of a CD. I'm going to pick those 1 or 2 songs that I like instead of buying the whole CD. So that devalues the product. And everyone, stop dumping your music on YouTube, Facebook, and all these social networks for free. I'm going to tell you why. Because you're devaluing yourself, your product, and your sound. Why should I buy a CD from John Smith when I can see him at karaoke every Friday? Now, he's giving out his CDs at the karaoke. Now, you don't give me no value to buy it because you're giving it to me and I'm getting it for free. So why should I support it? Now, would I still support you? Yes, I will. But the general public will not. Also, I'm going to tell y'all something else that y'all might not know. 80% of album and CD sales or digital downloads are bought by Caucasians, not African Americans. Caucasians, 80 to 85% of album sales. How could something generate from a culture and go to another crossover culture? That the industry is totally messed up. Now, Philadelphia has no record labels, no music publishers, no distributors. How could you have an industry without distribution? There are no stores to put your product in. So therefore, everybody's running around scrambling. Now, I'm going to tell you about these little internet sites, Gig Masters, Gig Salad. I had the unfortunate pleasure of joining them myself. Let me tell you what they do. They're not calling these customers and say, listen, this man made you a fair offer. He offered you $300. He offered you $400. I think you should take it. Now, what they're doing is you're just renting their website space. That's all you're doing. You're paying for the use of their URL, which is their website link. So if you want to keep doing that and keep going on the hoax, that's on you. The really thing you have to do is get out there and hit the bricks. You have to have a marketing team. You have to have a strategy. You have to have a decent sound. Now, you can't be just good anymore. You have to be pretty much great because no record label wants an unfinished product. Also, when you send a product to a record label unsolicited, you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to even hear back from them. Record companies do not like to hear from artists directly. They want to hear from entertainment lawyers. They want to hear from managers. They want to hear from people who have power and clout in the industry. It's called unsolicited versus solicited, people. Now, we talked about copyrights. Everybody's dumping their stuff on Facebook, social network, and not even protecting their music. You have to protect yourself with your songs on a PA form, performing arts. Now, if you're a producer, beat maker, and the like, you use a SR, sound recording. If you're a book author, which I have a friend on my crew that it was on my show previously, she writes books, so she will put her stuff on a TX form. Also, if you're a visual artist, if you draw for the police sketches, you use a VA. Okay, I'm going to run that down again. PA, performing arts, songs, composition, lyrics, SR, sound recording, production, beat makers, Also, keep in mind, people, that composition is different from production, okay? Composition is like a force field. Somebody's trying to fight their way to a force field. The force field itself is the composition, okay? And so keep in mind that you have to separate composition. Composition is part of the song. Production is a part of the underlying arrangements, which can be a part of the beat pattern or whatever. Okay? So I just want to let y'all know to be careful out there in this industry.